Stephanie Chung, your go-to for all things marketing, mindset, and manifestation. I grew my online business from 0 to beyond 6 figures in 8 months. My purpose is to empower women to step into the highest, most aligned versions of themselves. If you are ready to take charge of your life, learn how to design a wildly successful business, and leave limiting beliefs behind, you've come to the right place. You will learn the actionable tips and step-by-step strategies on money, manifestation, and social media. It's time to step into your role as boss, to raise your vibration and tap into your unlimited potential today. Welcome to the Social Reset Podcast. Hey, before we start this episode, I want to let you know the entire month of August, I am coaching you completely for free. Yes, I am hosting an event called 10K Anyway August, and all of August, I am going to be coaching you on Mondays, live on Zoom, and every single day in the free secret Facebook group when you sign up. So you can register free right now in the show notes for 10K Anyway August, where I teach you how to create 10K any way you would like, aligned to your energetic coding, creating your own marketing and sales processes in your business, teaching you to love your offer, sharpening your mindset so that you are fully in alignment of creating 10K months, breaking the rules your way, and showing up risky and bold in your marketing. I have created 10K weeks, 10K days, 10K launches, lots of 10K and beyond months in my business. And if that's something you're looking to create in your business as a coach or mentor, you definitely want to come and join us. Link is in the show notes for 10K Anyway August. This event is specially designed for potential Magicmind students who want to join the mastermind next round. All of the notes, all of the links will be there in the notes for you. And I cannot wait to see you inside. All right, now on to the episode. Hi, everyone. It's about that time again where Magicmind Mastermind is about to open for enrollment for this next round. So this next round starts in October. So October 2023 all the way to February 2024. And we open for enrollment the week of August 28th. Enrollment closes on September 1st. So I am really, really excited to invite anyone who feels aligned to apply to join us when enrollment opens into this magical container. Magicmind Mastermind is a mastermind container for spirit-led coaches who are looking to create that full conviction and confidence in themselves, in their sales and marketing process, in their offer, and clarity around how to sell and who to sell to in order to create consistent 10K months. We are creating an aligned business strategy for you. And I always like to say this is a mind, body, soul container. We are coaching your mind. We're rewiring your subconscious thoughts and processes to make money, to switch out beliefs of scarcity into beliefs of abundance so you can serve more people and make more money. This is also a container that serves your body. So somatically, you're going to learn to listen to your inner guidance and your sensations. You're going to know when you start feeling like you're going to burn out soon, or maybe you're tapping into the hustle again or the wounded masculine. You're going to know how to listen to your body. And some of the coaching is going to be somatic work and somatic techniques to feel safe and regulate your nervous system as you are expanding your energetic capacity to ask for and receive more money. This is also a container that serves your soul. So mind, body, soul, right? Everything is connected. I believe that when you start a business, it isn't just you starting a business. It's you creating what is your sole purpose here in the physical realm. You're bringing something from the spiritual, the intangible, into the tangible reality, the 3D space. I think that's beautiful. I think that is straight up magic. And I want what you are creating to feel soul aligned to you. So this is going to be you expressing yourself in the highest degree as your highest self, as your most authentic, truest identity. So inside the Magicmind, how we're doing this is we are, number one, decolonizing your business from anything that's not serving you. So when I use the word decolonize, it just means we're stripping away anything that you were essentially indoctrinated with, anything that was colonized in your mind, in your body, in your business. So for example, if you have this belief that you need to hustle really, really, really hard and work every single day until the point of exhaustion, this is a bit of a over dramatization, but just bear with me. And you feel like you will lose momentum the moment you stop. That is not you working at your most sustainable, your highest way of expending your energy. That's not sustainable for you as a business owner. It's not good for your business. It's also not good for your clients. You're not going to be able to make more money doing so. And even if you do, it's not going to be good for your mental health and your well-being, right? So that's something we're going to decolonize. We're going to look at how we can create processes and structure and strategies and shifting your beliefs and your mindset and listening to your body in order to create a business that's joyful, that feels good, and makes money. And I find that when my students start doing this work, they end up making even more money because they're rested, they're luxurious, right? They step into this era where they're like, yeah, of course this is happening to me. It's because I fully allowed myself to rest last week, or it's because I listened to my body and I said no and I set a boundary where it felt good, right? Like you're doing things that are fully in alignment and the universe rewards you when you do, right? It's so beautiful. You're also learning how to connect deeply with your magic. So like I mentioned, I believe that when you start a business, it's not just you starting a business, you are creating, you're embodying, you're expressing your soul's purpose. So how can you create deeply with your magic, aka what you coach your clients on? Right? So if you're a life coach, then the magic that you have as a life coach. If you're a health coach, then the magic you have to help people, show up as their healthiest self, well, all the way around. And how can you connect with that part of yourself and really cultivate this relationship with the spirit of your business? Next, what we do is we create unique sales and marketing processes that we experiment, we test, and we evaluate. I honestly would say this is one of the most important aspects of not just the mastermind, but business in general. So many times we see a strategy that someone else is doing or someone taught us, and we're like, okay, just slap it on my business and see how it works. And why is it not working? And why is it not churning out money? It's because each of our businesses are unique. They have their own spirits. They have their own souls. They have their own heartbeats. And we need to create processes that work for our specific business, our specific vision, and every single one of us has a different way of working within our own energy and creating the results we want in our own businesses for our own clients, right? That's why it doesn't work to just copy and paste strategies. And if you were a fly on the wall in my mastermind, you would see that each one of my students has a different process, a different way of working, a completely different vision for their business. And it's because they're all very different, unique souls. So that's what we're creating in your business is we're going to test, we're going to experiment, we're going to try different things, we're going to try on different beliefs, we're going to try on different actions and really create what is going to be the most sustainable money-making processes in your business. And that's going to turn on the faucet to sales in your business. That's what we're doing. That's what we do in the mastermind. And I just want to share some of these wins that my students have celebrated. We have a private Slack channel for the mastermind, and we have a little sub channel inside that I've named Celebration Station, of course, because we all like a rhyme. And here are some of the wins that my students have shared recently. One of my students is sharing $11,000 in total revenue. This was actually a couple of like a few weeks ago, so I think she's made even more money since then. And so that's incredible. She just started her business in December, I believe. It's been a couple months and she's already celebrating $11,000 in revenue. Another one of my students has 8 clients that are ready to pay for a course she hasn't even created yet. What? That is amazing. One of the things that my student wants to create in her business is she wants to really create clients that are ready to pay and not just, saying that, yeah, I'm interested, but then kind of flaking it and ghosting. So this is really huge. She went really hard in the way that she showed up in her marketing, in the way she's allowing herself to be seen and actively selling. And of course, it creates this result of students who are ready to buy a course that's not even created yet. She's working on it. Amazing. Another one of my students just held her first in-person women's circle, and some of the women cried. Some of the women said it was so healing, exactly what they needed. And she felt such deep confirmation that she was meant to do this. I am so proud of her. And this is something that she brought from a thought all the way into fruition, even with a lot of the mindset drama that she was having around this. And she did it. I'm so proud. One of my students said before Magicmind began, she felt like in order to be successful in her business, that she had to, in a way, water down or squash different parts of herself. And she just posted in the group and she said, I feel this freedom now that I honestly didn't know I could feel in business. I love that. That made me want to tear up. Because that's what I want this container to be all about. We're about decolonizing any thoughts. Because let's face it, traditional business was created by old, white, cis-het, neurotypical men. And most of the women in my container and most of the women I serve in general are women of color. And they're all majority women, right? And so these rules that were created so long ago that upheld specific systems of supremacy are not going to serve our soul-aligned business. My greatest flex is when my students are able to show up completely as themselves and be successful being their multidimensional, crazy, authentic self and love what they're doing. Another one of my students celebrated that music has been a huge turn on in her life, in her business. It helps her tap into her emotions and build higher beliefs. And she went home, she did an entire pleasure ritual, she did a dance party, and she was vibrating so high that night she got 5 DMs asking to sign up for her course, which is amazing. Amazing, right? So you can see that Magicmind isn't just a container where we're focused on cold, hard strategy and just taking action and just chasing after the money. We're including the spirit concepts, the spirit-led, heart-centered concepts in creating multiple 10K months for you. Right? That's what I want to help you towards. But it's not just about making the money. It's about making it feel joyful. It's about creating it in the most joyful way possible, because I know what it's like to hustle. I know what it's like to have gone days where I feel like I've barely spent any time with my daughter or seen my friends. My vision's all blurry and I gave myself vertigo and I was hustling super hard doing all of these things and feeling like this is the only way that I can ever make more money. But then I recalibrated the way that I was able to hold money, and I was able to expand my energetic capacity to receive more money. That's what I want to teach you to do inside Magicmind, where if you're thinking, oh my gosh, 10K months is going to take so much more hustle, so much more hard work that I don't have time for, or I have to self-abandon, or I have to use all these strategies that don't even feel good to me, that I don't even like, I want you to know it doesn't have to be that way. And my students that I've worked with one-on-one and in group and over the course of me being a business coach have created 10K months and beyond, 20K, 30K, 40K beyond. And they've done it in a really joyful, easeful way. And I want you to be able to do the same. So if you're feeling called to join us inside this incredible container, I invite you to apply when applications go live on August 28th. And if you are on the wait list, which the link is in the show notes below right now, you get access to applications 1 week early. So yes, that means if you know you want to save your spot, I will send a link to the wait list only on August 21st, where you can get your application in before the public and save your spot, because I do only have several spots available for this mastermind if you want to be a part of it. All right. We kick off in October with an in-person live event in the Bay Area, in the San Francisco Bay Area. We are meeting 3 times a month, the first 3 Thursdays of every single month, with integration weeks on the last week of the month. And we have pop-up calls, content creation calls. I have a lot of juicy stuff planned for this container, and I cannot wait to have you in it. You'll get peer coaching from your other peers that are in the container as well, a private Slack workspace where you get coaching anytime you want. Essentially, anytime you want to get coached during this container, I got you. And if it isn't me, if you want to seek out peer coaching specifically, I know some of the best coaching I've had in masterminds is from my peers, right? So that is an incredibly valuable resource that you get access to being in a mastermind, because that's what a mastermind is all about, right? It isn't just one coach that's guiding everything. I mean, yes, I am leading this container, but it's also the students coming together to mastermind together, right? To really put your heads together and create money, to create clients, to create abundance. If your body is feeling lit up, if it feels like a fuck yes, I invite you to join the wait list. I invite you to apply. We will get on a sales call. And after the sales call, you will have the opportunity to pay in full or pay the payment plan. And you will be in for this next round. Just imagine how your business can look 5-6 months from now, from the remainder of the months in this year, what is possible for you, what you can create, who you can become. The time is now. You are ready. And I can't wait to see you inside. Link is in the show notes for the waitlist and for the invite page for Magicmind. And I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. All right. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. If this episode resonated with you, please take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, and tag me at tiffanychung.co. I truly appreciate interacting with every one of you. Catch you all on the next one.